That intense chemistry that you had with the avoidant was a red flag. That spark that felt out of this world that you had with the avoidant, it was a red flag. It felt like a green flag. It felt wonderful. But that whirlwind of chemistry and spark, it really was a red flag. And chasing that spark, chasing that chemistry is going to lead you to heartbreak and anxiety. And let me explain why. Whenever somebody has that whirlwind of chemistry, that enormous spark right out of the gate, my advice is always to walk away because it's a big red flag. In most cases, it's not actually healthy excitement at all. It's not even real chemistry. What it is likely to be anxiety. Now, there's a difference between feelings and emotions. Yes, we use the words interchangeably, but they're not the same thing. Clinically speaking, emotions are your thoughts. They're what you actively think about somebody. Feelings, on the other hand, are actually bodily sensations that coincide with an emotional trigger. For example, rapid heartbeat, sweaty palms, feeling jittery. Those are feelings. Emotions are the thoughts of care, concern, empathy, things like that. Now, your subconscious brain drives a lot of the feeling sensations. Your subconscious brain is a big library, a big database of every human interaction you've ever had. It even has memories that you don't consciously remember. Now, when you're meeting this person and you're getting that spark, your subconscious brain is likely detecting that this person is emotionally unsafe, that this person is emotionally unavailable, because it's recognized, oh, we've seen this before and this is not healthy. So it gives you anxiety. But guess what? The bodily sensations of anxiety, rapid heartbeat, sweaty palms, jittery, just so happen to be very similar to the bodily sensations of healthy excitement. And your brain confuses it. Your conscious brain thinks, oh, I'm feeling excitement. This is a thrill. It's a spark. And that anxiety actually gets confused for excitement in a healthy way, but it really isn't. Your brain's trying to warn you. Another major reason why this whirlwind of chemistry can be such a red flag is that it could be activating your childhood attachment wounds. If you grew up in a household with inconsistent parenting, parents that gave love and affection, but not all the time, maybe a chaotic environment, a volatile environment, a toxic environment, maybe you had a narcissistic parent, you grew up with attachment wounds, and maybe you're anxiously attached, maybe you're a fearful avoidant, maybe you're largely secure, but you have underlying insecurities that maybe don't get activated all the time. But this person's coming along and activating those wounds because it's familiar. Maybe they embody all of those things that you experienced in childhood. The inconsistencies, the hot and cold, the volatility, the toxicity, the emotional unavailability. Combination of that, or all of that. But what's happening is your brain is recognizing that it is familiar and it is activating those wounds. And that inner child that wanted the love from an emotionally unavailable parent is getting activated and driving you to earn the love from the emotionally unavailable person that you're dating. The subconscious mind works in very mysterious ways, and it can often drive us to earn that love. Because if we earn that love from the emotionally unavailable partner that symbolizes the emotionally unavailable parent, it becomes the emotional equivalent of earning the love from the parent that never gave it. So that subconscious mind can drive you towards that type of person because it's familiar and it seeks to resolve unresolved childhood wounds. And that can feel like it's this chemistry and this connection and this spark, but in reality, it's nothing healthy at all. It's actually trying to bring you back to any unhealthy stuff that happened in your childhood. So if you keep on choosing partners based off of that initial chemistry and spark, you are likely to get heartbroken over and over and over again until you do something different. Instead of focusing on this whirlwind of chemistry, focus on actual compatibility instead. Do you have core values that align? Moral values? Are you on the same page with things that matter? Do you share life goals? And most importantly, do you want the same things in a relationship? What does a healthy relationship look like to you, and what does it look like to them? Ask what they're looking for. See if you both want the same thing. Now, if this is a healthy person, they're not likely to give you that whirlwind of chemistry and spark. But you should find them attractive, but it should be more of a curious, like, get to know you. I enjoy spending time with you. I'd like to get know you further. And as you spend time with this person, that builds up and it intensifies in a healthy, steady, safe way. A healthy relationship with a healthy partner is not going to feel like this whirlwind. It's going to feel great, but it's going to feel calming. It's going to feel safe. It's going to feel grounded. And you're not going to feel like you're walking on eggshells, quite the opposite. You're going to feel like you can be free to be your true, authentic self with this person. It's a much different feeling than being in a relationship with somebody who's emotionally unavailable. Because the emotionally unavailable person, well, they're triggering all those anxieties, and you probably aren't even able to be fully yourself with this person. You're walking on eggshells, afraid to trigger them. You're chasing them. The healthy partner, you don't have to chase. You can be yourself, and you let that connection, that bond, and that chemistry build up over time. Of course, you need to be physically attracted to them. Of course, you need to be able to have a conversation with them. But if you've only been used to the toxic partners, the emotionally unavailable partners, when you do get in front of that healthy partner, even if they are attractive, even if you can have a conversation, your subconscious mind is likely to recognize that they're safe, and it's not going to give you anxiety. But your conscious mind might trick you and tell you that this person is boring and there's no chemistry and it's not exciting. And that can lead you to walking away from what would be a good relationship if you just gave it the chance, because your nervous system has been trained to seek toxicity, to seek emotional unavailability. So instead, if this is actually an interesting person, objectively, and you know that, get to know them. Just take it one day at a time. Take the pressure off. Build up that healthy relationship in a steady, measured way instead of focusing on that whirlwind. And guess what? You're likely to get different results. But if you keep on chasing that spark and chemistry, well, what's the definition of insanity? Doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. So if you've been having horrible heartbreak after heartbreak, and you've been getting toxic partner after toxic, after emotional unavailable, after emotionally unavailable, and you keep on chasing that spark and chemistry, well, why would you get anything different? Do something different and get different results.